everybody, here we are. Another good, beautiful day, and it is a freaking awesome day. It's supposed to get up about 78, 77, 78 degrees here. It's been pretty cold. Been down, gosh, got down to like 27 one night. Last night was cold, but we got a little warm stretch that's hitting us, and then it's gonna get cold again. So that last little edge of summer is trying to hang on, but I think it's about to lose that battle. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to the video. Please hit that like button, hit subscribe. Helps us out a lot on the channel. Shoot me a comment below. Let me know what you would love to see. Any topics you'd like for me to cover. Anything. As you guys can see, here at the grain buggy, I'm about to clean them freaking windows, for one, because you can't see anything out of them. Man, I'm waiting on my truck driver to get back. I'm telling you guys, it has been nuts. It's been really nuts. Most of you are probably aware at this point that the Mississippi River is just dang near drying up. I mean, Hank Williams Jr. said it best, apparently. Or he was didn't say it best, he was a philosopher, a prophet. And he said, the Mississippi River, she's a-going dry. Well, it is. Never seen it this low. I'm pretty sure it's the all-time record low. Talked to a guy today. The granaries have been shutting down because they can't get grain out on the river. That's how they typically do it. They have barges on the river. They load the barges. That removes the grain. As long as that stays going, then they have no problem. Well, the river is so low that the barges can't even hardly get up and down it at this point. And so one or two of the granaries are completely reliant on big trucks coming in. They're actually having semis come in, they're loading them and sending it out while taking in semis. So we're hauling grain in, they're hauling grain out because they can't use the river. So there's one granary in particular that I've been hauling to now, and it's able to keep going. Well, they ran into some problems there because the river's so low, and they're finally back up and rolling. I actually just got a text right here. Yeah, this one of the granaries is shut down all weekend. Luckily it's not the one we're going to, but we had been going to it, and it's shut down all weekend because they just, you know, if you run out of storage, you can't take any more grain. So, you know, pray for rain up north. We don't need it here because rain here really won't help us as far as with the river goes, but we need some rain up north to send that water down the river. So pray for some rain to please raise the river up. I mean, even a foot difference in the river right now would make a big difference. Just a foot of water. I mean, it is historically low. It's crazy. They're finding like ships and stuff that shipwrecked in like the 1915, 1918 time frame. It's wild. But it is making life very difficult as a farmer because we need to be rolling, but if you got nowhere to take the grain, you can't do nothing with it. My combine, I didn't cut a single bean the day before yesterday because my combine was sitting loaded, grain buggy was loaded, big truck was loaded, had nowhere to take it. So luckily that granary's back up and going, so we will be back in business. As soon as he gets in, I'll unload this buggy, unload the combine, and he'll head back because we got a load waiting on him. And I will finish up where I'm at. I'll show you guys kind of I piled her up pretty good in the buggy here yesterday because I knew that was all we'd get to do. But there is the pile of it in there. That's every bit of this buggy. I mean, I could probably could have put about 50 more bushel in here maybe. That's a pretty good load. You know, the frustrating part is I should have finished this farm 2 days ago, be it another farm, and I could be probably halfway done with it now. But instead, I still have about 8 acres out here to cut. But I'm hoping with this other granary being open, we'll be able to roll on. I am entertaining the idea of getting a bagger. So it'll be interesting to show you guys that. I've no experience with it whatsoever. A lot of people use them, a lot of people really like them, so we will see. But like I said, as soon as he gets here, unload all this, he'll roll back out. I'm gonna clean those windows. I just was greasing some of the Alamites on the grain buggy, greased the combine a little bit yesterday. I'm probably gonna go up here and blow the air filters out, because that's how you keep stuff going. Alamites are essentially the lifeline of these things. I'll try to show you one for anybody that maybe really has never been around anything like this. You'll actually see one right there. That little thing sticking off right there, that's where a grease gun sticks on it. There's one here on the rim. That right there, that's an Alamite. You can see I got a little grease on the wheel. Grease gun has a little thing and it clicks on there and you pump grease into it and it makes it last. I'm about to put some diesel in the combine here. Came down into this bottom. This is all a lack, like I said, it's about 8 acres. But I just got to show you guys these beans. I don't know if you can get the full capacity of them. Try to film down low how tall these things are. I mean, they come up to my waist. But they are, man, they are awesome. These beans, this whole farm has been really good this year, but this bottom always knocks it out of the park. These beans right here, they're cutting about 63 to, they range from 63 to 65 bushel an acre. Dry land, that's awesome. That's freaking awesome. I am very happy with that. I had corn on this place last year, try to keep everything rotated out, and it makes a difference. But like, look at that, if you can see that line, I mean, I'm really pumped with these beans. These are the Asgrow 46X6. There you go, 46X6, the bean I talk about all the time. My favorite bean, and this is kind of a testament to good soil quality down here. Now you can see how this is twisted. I've shown it before, but I don't see it real bad out here. I'm noticing like it looks, there's a few popping open, but I've noticed on these 46s, whenever you're in really good ground, like really strong soil, they hold on to the bean better. I don't know, I mean, I don't know why that is. Maybe it makes something stronger in the bean, but it hangs on to that bean a little better. Whereas if you get into kind of average to poor ground, that's where they just pop out like crazy. But I mean, it's hanging on really good out here. And trucker Brad, he's almost back with the truck. Be able to get everything unloaded. I got the combine pretty dadgum full. One of the things I like that this combine has, it's got a like a percentage sensor, I guess, in there that tells me how full the thing's actually getting. I parked it right here where I stopped last night. I finished up and just backed up because he was on the buggy. We unloaded and went in, and well, I didn't unload. I actually cut, as you can see, it is very loaded. Per percentage, I was like 99% loaded. I didn't go a full 100 because sometimes that thing can be off a couple percentages, and I didn't want to dump that stuff out of there because corn was crappy, so I need all the beans I can get. But it's so awesome looking when you use GPS. Now, if you can see where the rows are planted, I planted them at an angle right here, but I'm cutting them kind of at a different angle. You don't want to run across the rows, it's hard on your cutter bar on the header, but kind of taking them at a slightly different angle than they're planted, it makes them cut good, they feed good, just does really well. I mean, that MacDon, I got my pressure set, I had to tweak it a little bit, and it's peeling the ground. It looks awesome. So I'm pumped up to knock this place out, get swapped over. It's 12:45. I mean, it won't take any time to finish this up right here, swap up. If I can get moved, I'm gonna try to move to the next farm today and maybe start cutting there. So it's a beautiful day. I think I said that already, but it is a beautiful day. All is good. The river's drying up. We're gonna be in a good mood. You know, it's all about how we choose to feel and act. I'm choosing to be in a good mood. About to be hammer time. Got the tractor down here. I'll unload it. He's up there waiting on me. Put this hopper on there and he's headed back out. Nice, man. I like being able to get back to freaking work. It's amazing how it just feels good to be working, cutting beans. I've hated having to stop, especially once I get rolling in the combine. You don't want to quit. You want to just keep on going. So I'm gonna jump in here, get this big hopper unloaded, drive up here, unload him, then run back here and finish it out. I think we got plenty of time to probably move today. It's I don't know. I don't want to get in that school traffic, so we'll see. Look at all these kudzu bugs. Y'all see all them little jokers on my windshield? They stink. The worst part about YouTube videos and things like that, one of them to me, or I don't know if it's the worst part, but just a thing that sucks in general, is copyright laws. Can't put some Metallica or some Led Zeppelin playing. I'm walking to the combine. You know, I'd love to get in the combine, have some cool footage, and have some immigrant song or something, some Master of the Puppets playing and just rocking out to it, but you can't. I had one video, one of my LH Farms videos, and the great Toto played the song Africa, and that song actually got me a copyright strike. It was just playing on the background on my whatchamacallit, up on my radio in the combine. It was playing in the background, got me a strike. So they don't play around. I mean, it was barely even audible if I remember right, but they don't mess around with that. I mean, who cares? Look, I'm not trying to steal their music. Heck, I'm promoting them in the ag sector. They need some Metallica with that machine cutting these beans. I mean, tell me that wouldn't be awesome. Look at all these freaking kudzu bugs. I showed you all them others out there. They're everywhere. That's the herd up on the windshield. They all over this thing. They stink, like I said. They smell like a stink bug. They got that odor. It's very pungent. Stings the nostrils. unloaded. It's a solid 700 bushels, maybe 750 on that buggy. To cram 875 bushel of beans, you got to really pile it on there. We've done it before, but that's probably about 750 or so on there. That's really more than I've been wanting to put on it, because there's a pretty tough like road and hill we kind of got to go through to get back to the truck. And I followed behind this buggy last night, and man, those tires, they look pretty scary with that much weight on them and that. But I had probably close to 900 bushel on the buggy yesterday, so I guess I'm gonna drive this combine up there and then walk back here and get this. Either one's gonna be a long walk. I'm already in the combine, might as well take it now. So we'll begin that long journey up here. It's 250. It'll take me a while to get back down here, but I'm gonna probably try to get the combine moved today. The school traffic will have time to clear out if I can get to it. I don't know. That's the plan, to get it up there. Then tomorrow, all I'll have to do is get the grain buggy. Probably won't move it tonight because I'll have to unload it in the truck. So, got a lot of moving around to do, but once I get to where I'm going, it's about 180 acres right there in one block. So that'll be nice. That's all she wrote out here. I'm gonna get everything unhooked, taken off, and try to get the combine moved and maybe the header moved out there, and probably cut a hopper. It's gonna work out, I think, because there's a tractor pull tonight. My son loves tractors and tractor pulls, so I think we're gonna try to go to that, take him. It's not till 7, so I got a little bit of time here, but gonna get my header off, just fold it in the hoppers. I love that feature on here. It makes traveling so nice because you ain't got to worry about power lines or anything like that. But drove up here, got to my header trailer, got to disconnect it. I got the long walk to the tractor. Well, I'm pretty darn accurate on my distances, I guess, because I told y'all 1 mile to the tractor. It's about, there it goes, 1 mile. Just hit it. Here I am, look at that. Slow, but I'm walking. 18-minute pace. Not only am I walking, but I'm walking in my Tecovas. Those aren't exactly walking running shoes. Now they're very comfortable. I recommend Tecovas to everybody. Really like them, but not exactly my choice for going on a long walk. So got me a nice little bit of exercise in. Now I'm gonna sit down, drive this tractor up here, and then I gotta decide if I'm gonna move today or not. All right, we pulling in, about to be pulling into the field. Traffic was an absolute freaking nightmare moving at 5 o'clock, but at least we got the combine here. So we'll get the buggy here in the morning, header here in the morning, but I wanted to get this here, so that's the biggest and slowest thing to move is the combine. The rest is fairly easy. So at least I can start cutting. We'll get the buggy here, be ready to go. But the beans, they look really awesome out here, and I planted in cover crops, so it'll be interesting to see how this does out here. So this is some of the, obviously right here is the worst. This is the road we drive in on, but you can see it's pretty out here right now. It wraps all the way around. There's a nursing home right here, but it's about 180 acres out here. It's always pretty average. Never had just a blowout crop here, but man, maybe it'll happen this year.